Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is episode 132 on a GTA map. Today we'll be finishing the area that was left of my building that I built in the last video. I'm going to be starting on the front here, and I made a little hole for the door and a window soon on the left, but I'm going to be adjusting the road. As you just saw, I moved it up one block because I actually noticed that it goes down in a slope, so I had to fix it. Now I made that little window and I'm putting a sign down, and that was this side. Now let's go around the corner, and obviously I made a little slope there with a slab, and now I quickly did the top two, and this is a pretty simple wall with a simple house on the right with a blue and white stripy pattern and 3 windows and some white bit on top. And now I'm doing some graffiti on the left wall, and that's it for this side. Now this side is interesting. The right side is going to be lifted up soon, so the left side has a door and a place to go there and a little pipe to drain the water from the roof. Now I just made the roof all the way to the right, and I'm making the right side now. Now I'm going to be lifting this up by 1 block, as you just saw. And it's actually interesting because I had to make it in slabs, obviously. Over there's about 4 slabs that go down, and I'm going to be having to make a building, like a little building on top of it in a minute. And it's going to be really hard, but eventually it actually turned out okay. It's not the best because obviously it's in a slope, and Minecraft doesn't like slopes at all. So I had to fix it, and it's just a quartz little container that has a door and a window, and it's pretty simple. So I just raised that wall by 1 slab, a green container on the right with some bits in it, and now I'm making that little, actually pretty big container, which is I think some housing, and somebody lives in there. I don't know. That green thing is a door, and now I'm putting some boxes on the front and that window there, and that's it. Some containers on the right too, and now we're gonna start on the right side of this building here. This side is basically the same as the other side. It has a big garage door and a window. Now the right side, it also has a light, by the way, as you just saw. It's just a quartz. So here I just made that little door, and I'm gonna be making more stuff on the right. But guys, thank you so much for the support once again. I keep saying it every video, but I want to because you guys are amazing, and I want to thank you once again. Let's go for another 300 likes. That would be amazing. So this right bit is a blue tiny building as well. I put a ladder down on the right, which is really hard to see, but it sticks out on the top over there. And I'm just making some windows, some containers, a trash can, a sign, and a door, and some tables and a chair on the left. Now this side is actually closer to that high building. I just made a little wall on the right, and now I'm making some containers that are actually behind a truck. So this one is pretty easy to do. It's just a quartz thing, 3 by I think 12, and 2 wheels at the bottom left. And finally putting some boxes in front of it, which is pretty easy. Now another box on the left, a pole, and then a giant container that contains a lot of crap, which you can actually walk on. So I'm putting another green container in the front that you can walk on top of, and then there's a little steel plate that covers that gap and you can walk over, and there's another one that goes on top of the wall on the left. Now the only thing left is just some tiny details. There's another trailer thing over there which doesn't have a container on top of it, and finally putting some floor lines down. You can see those yellow lines and a little gap in the floor over there, and that's basically it for today. Here we go. I'm currently on the server, and I just bumped into a pole. As you can see, this building wasn't that hard to do, but there's a lot of stuff that was surrounding this, especially here and over there, so this took me quite a while to do. Actually every time lapse is about an hour of building, so you can track it down. So I spent about an hour on this, spent about an hour on this whole front, and I spent about an hour on this whole roof. So all in all, this area has 3 hours of me in it so far. God damn it. So a lot of stuff has happened around this area. First of all, this giant transformer, I think that's what it's called. Somebody told me in the comments that it's called a transformer, and I'm not sure, but I'm gonna call it a transformer for now because it's 1, a cool word, and 2, I don't know what this is called. So we have this giant tower now connected to that one over there, which is awesome. And we have these little power lines going through the map. Now they were not correctly placed though, so I have to adjust this. And one of these was around here and not over there. So he made a mistake. And as well for this one, or did I fix it? No. See, this is still connected to here instead of that. Well, it's sort of good now. And then these two are fine. So I spent quite a long time on doing details here in this area, but I think it turned out pretty well. This is also really nice in my opinion, that you can walk on here and you can just go here without jumping. So Jimbo Tainer is now currently making this area here, and it is beautiful. I like it. It looks very nice, and the angle is perfecto. And we have a lot of details here, which is also done by Jimbo Tainer, as you can see in the chat. And there's a few trailers here that have to go behind trucks. And here he is, currently building. Live action. So K44 has been making this in section here, which is pretty awesome. All these details, and there's a gate that you can walk through. And oh my god, I remember this. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. This is from a mission where you have to go in and you have to shoot everybody and you have to get something that is laying right here. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh, that is so cool. I didn't even know that was here. That is awesome. Don't touch this. It will be complete by later this day. Mowing the lawn. You guys heard it first here. K44 is mowing the lawn. So basically the only thing left here is these 3 houses over here. I made a mistake in my last video that I said it was 1 house. It is actually 3 smaller houses, which is still a lot of work to do. This is now also lined out, which is awesome. This is that building that is next to the building that Fortress did and next to mine. So let me actually check who made this. I think Bullet in Action. It's not showing. Okay, there we go. Bullet in Action made this, which is awesome. Let's see what the sign says. Claimed by Bullet and Fortress. Okay. So as you can see, this section is almost near completion, which is freaking awesome. A section is, by the way, this is a section and that is another section. So I'm talking about this one here. So the only thing left here is some details over there and these 3 buildings in the middle here. Alright, so for today, the voting is going to be interesting. So vote 1 is going to be to start on these houses over here in the middle. So that's vote 1. Or vote 2, which is, in my opinion, going to be awesome. Make a lot of terrain. This is going to be vote 2. All the terrain inside of here. I'm going to show you how I do all of this. Apart from these things on there, because I think that will take a lot of time, but all the terrain, I will do this. So vote 2 for this, or vote 1 for the building. That's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like the video if you've enjoyed this. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more epic stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Bye-bye.